Chronicles of the Lost Realm. I should be in bed because I do have an interview to do tomorrow. But I'm wired. I'm feeling it. We just released Chronicles of the Lost Realm Season 2, Episode 1, 2, and 3 here on Twitch, but Episode 1 releases tomorrow morning on YouTube and Anchor and all subsequent audio channels that you can find Realm of the Mist Entertainment, and it is making me ecstatic that we have released. We had people checking out the show. It was fucking awesome. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. All right, none of those open. All right. How thrilled I am at the fact that we're back. And this new crew, man, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's just, I'm hyped, I'm wired. I really didn't think we were going to get the opportunity to do this again. I am so thrilled. Docking Bay 26. Plenty of security droids. But we're not here to talk about Chronicles. We're here to talk about Knights of the Old Republic. When last we left off, we landed on this planet, which is being neutral. It hosts both Sith and Republic forces. And now I'm trying to find the Republic. Where the Republic are. Because the Sith will probably be not be happy that I'm here. Let's try the courtyard. Visitors area. Yeah, what do you want? You came to a hostile area to play cards.
Obey the laws.
Security droid.
Human.
Ready. On it. Damn. Yeah?
Yeah, he can't do anything either.
Sure.
I don't know why I bother with the try to persuade. Alright, we are stuck on this planet because I'm not paying that fee again. We are stuck on this planet until we're done. But that's what I was doing wrong, is I needed to pay the docking fee to allow me into the city proper. So far, the only city, if I remember correctly, that didn't charge me was actually the one that was full of slavers, Kashyyyk. Got a merchant. There's where our ship is. Got to remember that. Seriously, I'm still not allowed in here? Oh, maybe it was where I was. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Long, long hallways. Again, this shuts off. Alright, so that's as far as I can go there. Where was that doorway? Kind of want to attack the droids. Would I get in trouble? Probably. What the fuck is that doorway? Right here. Docking 26B. Gotta remember that. Careful coming out. So I'm thinking it's this door over here. Yep. There we go. Now we've entered the city proper. From here...
Karth, you fought in the Mandalorian Wars, didn't you? We may have faced each other in combat. What battles were you in?
I try not to think about my past battles too much. The horrors of war are something I'd rather not relive.
The horrors of war? My people know only the glory of battle. I'm disappointed in you, Karth. I thought a warrior like you would understand.
Keep it cool, you two. I don't want
I'm
this to
not
get
a
out of
warrior.
hand.
I'm a soldier. There's a difference. Warriors attack and conquer. They prey on the weak. Soldiers defend and protect the innocent. Mostly from warriors.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. But I accept who and what I am. I don't have to justify it with words. Victory in battle is my justification.
Justification through victory. So what happens when you lose? You know, like you did against us.
You had us outnumbered 5-1. You had more ships, more troops, more supplies, and the Jedi on your side. And we still made the Republic tremble before we fell.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. I don't want to talk about this anymore, Canderous. The war is over. You lost.
Oh, it's so fun that I picked the right two people to join together. Alright, let's go to East Central Courtyard. Is this the Sith or is this the Republic?
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Oh, cute. Want to murder Sith. Okay, Shady Rodian. Why are you just standing there in the corner? Business? Don't need all those words for good. I'm not gonna waste time playing Pazaak. I did it once. Trying to figure out where I gotta go and what I gotta do. This place is a little bit maze-like.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public
Hiding
street.
behind the Selkat laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
That's right. Traveler, Selkath. Am I just going in circles? Alright, what's this?
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm Bran Chan. I'd like to ask you some questions. I'm looking for some ancient ruins or possibly some type of star map. I'll take a look at your inventory. Advanced repair kit, computer spike. It's mostly for droids. Okay. Well, still, we check this guy out. This is the Sith.
Only people who have business with the Sith are allowed inside the embassy. Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in, then we don't want anything to do with you. Now back off. Go. Stay.
Later.
Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
Alright, so this is the Sith side. I didn't want to be on the Sith side. I didn't lie, though. I do have business with the Sith. If you can't tell. All Sith soldiers. Is this the whole entire side, Sith side? Swoop registration. That's for swoop racing. So yeah, this is all Sith side. I gotta work my way back. Poor Selkath. Wonder if their tones would change if I changed over into the Dark Jedi outfit. Just out of curiosity. Oh, it's a general store. Okay. West Central. Work our way to the other side. Alto Distribution Center. I don't know what that is. Selkath. West Courtyard. This should be the Republic side.
I was told that you're a friend of Jolee Bindo, and that Jolee has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent. My name is Alora.
Who are you?
My husband, Sunry, and Jolee are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help.
I shall tell Jolee immediately. Maybe I can help you
to
out.
destroy my husband. I don't know who I can trust. I don't know, but Jolee, he was always a true friend to Sunry. Please, I beg you to bring Jolee to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it.
Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the map, return to the Ebon Hawk. Party members. Change for him. Do I want another Jedi on my team? No, I'll keep Carthon. And then we'll transit back.
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him.
Don't worry, Alora.
Alright, well, I gotta find out where the courts are. I don't remember coming across anything to say so far, so... Sith diplomat.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
We have to suck at the oven on. Is there a star map on your world? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
All right. Had questions about the trial. Is there anything suspicious about this case?
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elassa's hand.
What do you think of Sundry?
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? All right. Is there anything suspicious?
The Republic believes in justice, as do you. We just want Sunry to be fairly treated, that's all.
I'm sick of hearing.
No, you're not who I'm supposed to.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change. You said it, not I.
Is there anything suspicious? That's all I need. Alright, so I've learned some things. Now I gotta find the hotel. That's the prison. Gotta remember that. Central courtyard. Let me make sure I've checked everything here before I go to the courtyard. Oh, this is where I came from. Okay. It's truly a wonder to behold. What are you talking about? What do you want me to do? Why do you need me for this?
I'm uncomfortable with spying on the Republic, but if we could assure the Selkath that they mean no harm, then perhaps it might be worth it.
I'll look into it. All right. Mandalorian mercenary. Okay.
Job. I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
Don't you hate the Republic
I'm a
for defeating your
realist.
people?
It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Ajani. Or anything else you want? Now, normally I'd charge you for information, but times are good right now and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge.
Do you know about the murder of
Not
Elisana?
really. They say some Republic war hero killed her. Maybe you should check out the Republic Embassy.
You know anything about ancient
If
ruins
there
or a
ever
star
were any
map?
ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans.
Why is the Republic hiring
They
so
ain't
many
sane,
mercenaries?
But the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy. So why are you telling
I'll
me?
be going.
If you're going, go.
The Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. What are you talking about? You want me to investigate these disappearances? I shall look into these disappearances for you. I'm not interested in...
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
I'm just here to check
Well,
out
some
the
of
swoop
soldiers
races.
like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I'm searching for some ancient ruins in a long-forgotten star map.
Or something. You should forget about the past. Look towards the future. That's why I joined the Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do... But I don't really want to talk about...
You already said that. Let's see if you know anything about Elisa.
Investigate. Obviously, Sunry is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now.
I hear you Sith are taking an interest in
We
the
Sith are
Selkath
interested
youth.
in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about... Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
We might have a position within
wow.
the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment. I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Are you hiring for the Republic or the Sith? Then
Neither.
why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
Yeah, well.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs. Ask whatever you wish.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Have you heard anything about the Selkath going missing?
But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Maybe the Selkath would be interested in your
I have
activities.
no fear of the fish people or their laws. There is no evidence I have done anything wrong. You will not learn my business this way.
Maybe I'll just gut you like a Selkath, perhaps, and Orkana Ray for
Your
lunch.
threats are mere words, nothing more. Here on Manan, such bloodshed is not permitted. As I have been told, I tire of this conversation, and I tire of your company, human. In fact, I tire of this entire weakling world. The air reeks of sea salt and the fawning cowardice of the fish people. I am not for hire. Ask whatever you wish. On my world, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Manan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Perhaps. But this is the way of this water world, is it not? Pathetic creatures bargaining with credits for what they cannot seize through strength. My people are warriors. I am of sterner stuff, human. I seek blood and death, and my reward is the taste of my enemy's fear. Take your credit. I have no fear of the fish. Your threats are me. I tire of this
All right.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come. I prefer to make my... Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you ask the mercs? Better yet, you don't waste my time. I might know a little bit about this, but telling you might put my life at risk. See, I can give you a leg up on investigating what the Sith are up to. I don't know what the Sith are actually up to, but I know who could tell you. The Iridorian mercenary. Spends all day in the mercenary enclave, and everyone gives him a wide berth. The Sith were cozying up to him real good a while ago. Go speak to him about this. But be careful. Them Iridorians... That's all I know. You want any more info on the Sith and their scheme? You don't waste my time now. So clear out already.
Okay, that was a pointless conversation. Obviously, I gotta find the Republic. I have got to find the Republic. Wait a minute, there was a Republic negotiator over here.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in.
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring
In
mercenaries?
case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. Do you mind? I'm in the middle. I don't know
Maybe
if
you could hire
got what
me.
we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
That was useful. Alright, so we haven't figured out shit yet. We just picked up some quests. Let's take a look at this place. I want some information. So nice. Alright, that served me no purpose.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Decide to tell me... Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you
Or it
wanted
could
to
be
ride
for
on my
the free
ship?
food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously,
I'm
tell
old,
me.
Damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is that a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
Oh, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Everyone panics.
You're kidding.
I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
How can you even be sure that Andor
What?
was
Are you
responsible?
kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1 billion to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Yeah. All right. Where is the embassy? I'm gonna assume I have to stay in here. I don't want to leave the city proper. I got stopped by a sign. God damn it, where the hell's he at? Yo, idiot, come on. Too drunk to follow? Sith Soldier, General Store. Security droid. A door. Ooh, the hotel.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the
Sith
murder.
woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure? Could it have gone off after
No,
he
I don't
left?
think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No. No way I'm lying. What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sundry and Alyssa?
Alyssa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There
Were the
were only
witnesses
two
at the
other
hotel?
people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay. If you need anything else...
Alright, so now I gotta find the Rhodian. If I can even get into any of these rooms.
Chiki kun salkat, Jona mulira tong glupor, glupor kimba no kun nek lord.
I have some questions about the murder.
Wanaji salkat agi inko tune, glupor mulira, chuna mulira, tong glupor kipa non kun nek sit abog.
Why were you at the hotel?
Glupor tung chiwi ita, bola un jikne mulira glupor. Kon muli slimo poi wanga kun biskin. Glupor kimba nikcha lora kun.
What did you see?
Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag sun sham u ni. Glupor tong hit wama ji salkat ag inko tune. Tong kimba no kun nix.
What about Elias's
Glupor
room?
pichage borang turang. Glupor wanki yuma bat malyaw no wish. Glupor no una pangpa. Mulira kongki.
Did someone pay you to do something in that room?
Kun mulira slimo poi wanga kun makachisa glup. Tong abog sinshan glupor ni nong kili. Glupor chiwa aita kan kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo mulira. Glupor sha. Glupor pampa ki mulira kun king. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Glupor tangi selkat wama jiko na. Glupor ag inko tune. Glupor no molira, chuna mulira, tongpa no kun, no nek. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank konti machid Glupor nada chawa yishun kun.
Alright. So we know the metal was planted. Ooh,
You with
stuff.
the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about
Sunray,
him?
I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually.
You mean Sundry was having a
I'm not
relationship
saying
with
anything
with
like
her?
that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh,
Sith Master?
well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Maybe if I tossed you 100
credits isn't enough. Thanks.
Okay.
I was in my room, minding my own business, with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Sunry,
What do you know
kept
about
the rest
them?
of the building? I'm not saying anything, and there isn't any. Oh, I didn't see anything. 100 credit. Thanks. Yes, well... You again.
Just one more try.
Sunry, I kept the rest of the building up. I'm not saying anything like that. And there isn't any... Oh. Thanks.
Okay.
Yes, well,
I was hoping I'd find one more thing, but unfortunately I did not. Nothing else in this room. I still haven't found the Republic,
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more clear. It's want the other to fail. You can see the journey, footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. Both kept their hands in this from the start. If you get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They just give it to me?
Of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. My advice, Jedi, the truths in this...
Ay, ay, ay. There's the Republic embassy. We found it.
Welcome to Manon. I'm Roland. As the official representative embassy on this, here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are your soldiers loading
Kolto
so
is
much
a precious
Kolto?
resource. Its healers are near miraculous. Or Kolto becomes evil. We have the perk continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. Some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply. Selkath are fiercely protect their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either such.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council.
Of
Perhaps
course.
you can help me with it.
Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
And forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon? Well, perhaps.
You know
But
something.
if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
I'll try to come on, tell me.
You do what I want, and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
What
We
do you
were
want of
using
me?
a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily
Where's the
guarded,
droid?
we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are
And how do I get in the
leads
Sith
we've been
base?
working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to
there
pick up
another
a
way?
crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
All right. Public soldiers, control terminal. Sith prisoner.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You lies. You work for the Republic.
Try the first one. Oh wait, what's underneath?
The Sith will never
I'll try the first one.
Spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. You think me weak? There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. What companion?
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need.
Ha! The Sith... Nothing you could do.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all...
You can't do this to me. They would kill me in ways too horrible for you to imagine. What do you... Tila? How did you find out about her? You think Brian... Do whatever you want. Ha! You could... What?
The gutless Sith...
Ah! This... Nothing you can...
Of course, they would never believe...
The Sith are... You think bribes... No, please don't hurt her. Please. All right. All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Got it. But before I leave here, I still got to find out about...
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. Ah, okay. Well, I'll just explain the encryption method anyway. You might need it if your passcode doesn't live up to expectations. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions. Can I help you with anything? Okay, sure.
Alright, apparently this is... I still can't... Still can't get anything else about that.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our drawer? Time is a critical...
Alright, apparently I can't do nothing else until I do this. So let's go to the Sith Enclave. Grabbing my vape.
No.
Grabbing my vape. Now. Please. Now, please.
Hey.
That's the magic word. That's my magic word. What? Apparently very carefully. Yeah, this is the junk dealer.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here? Oh, really? You mean someone like you actually has some real purpose in... Yes, well, I suppose you really do have some business here.
Into the Sith base.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here? Your passcode is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. We'll get to Commander Gran. Report to the security desk immediately.
Oh, please. Please let me do this.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Thank you. Yay! Time to check remains. More remains. I don't know what that was about. Doors permanently sealed. Yay! Yeah, pick up any and all remains. Did I just pick up the water chip thing?
Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please.
Got something on your mind? Oh, I get it.
No.
Warning, activating. Warning, water transfer proceeding.
I don't know. I'll come back to it. We'll go this way first. Elevator to Alto City. Alright, so it's here that I have to go. That's a sealed door, yes? Ooh. Sometime this week, thank you. Come on, kill him. Thank you.
Yes?
What?
Can't get through there. At least not yet, anyway. Broken droid data module. Got it. Alright, cool. Got everything there. Fake door.
Time to rumble. How'd you like that? Down you go!
Somebody want to help me here?
Time to rumble.
See what you got. this again!
Come on. God, you guys have barely done any damage to this asshole.
Let's see what you got. Down you go!
You asked for this! Let's go!
Unnecessarily long battle. Cool.
Take that!
You asked for this!
Working on it, working on it. Nothing remains wise.
What?
Go see what's up with that.
What?
What?
Yes?
What?
All right, let's see what this does. All right, place doesn't matter. It's cute they have it where everybody gets hurt going in there. Nothing around here, okay. I don't really care what's in that room. I say it that way, but I really don't care. Curious what's in here.
So, Jolie, you decided to leave your little hermitage in the forest and come help us stop the Sith. I guess you realized this was worth coming out of retirement for, huh?
Yeah, that's right, Sonny. The Sith are the greatest evil to hit the galaxy since, well, the Mandalorians. And they're the worst thing since Exar Kun, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc.
Okay, old man, you lost me there. You trying to make a point?
Look, everybody always figures the time they live in is the most epic, most important age to end all ages. But tyrants and heroes rise and fall, and historians sort out the pieces.
If you feel that way, why did you come with us?
Should be stopped. If he conquers the galaxy, we're in for a couple of rough centuries. Eventually it'll come around again. But I'd rather not wait that long. So we do what we have to do. We try to stop the Sith. But don't start thinking this war, your war, is more important than any other war just because you're in it.
That's an interesting theory, but I don't buy it. The Republic stands for something. It stood for something for 15,000 years, and if it falls, everything will change forever.
Whatever you need to get through this, Sonny. The bottom line is we both want to stop Malak. So let's not get hung up on the details. Let's just get back to stopping him.
West Central, huh? What? Why? Great. Cool. I was just arrested. Let's see how this plays out. What am I charged with? What can I do? Let's do it. I'm gonna continue. That is not, we should dismiss my event. I will defend myself. I was investigating the disappearances of, no. I was working for the Republic. To retrieve data the Sith had stolen. I'm innocent. Well, gee. That's nice. Oh, fuck all that. When was the last time I saved? Let's see where it left me off. The fuck? What the hell's this? All right, apparently I'm going to be starting from scratch on this episode again. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, in any capacity, hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out all the other great Let's Plays and tabletop content of Sounds Dicey Gaming. I will get me back to where I was before I do the next stream. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next Knights of the Old Republic.
Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.